truck driver.
Oh, well, I knew it. Didn't screw rash, didn't I call it? Yeah, that's
Yes,
stupid.
my lord, you did.
Now,
wait a minute.
How about you shut up, truck driver? I'll be throwing you in the pit. Now, let's see. You, the one with the shank. Step forward.
Yes, Lord Dang. I apologize for the shakes. I haven't had a drink in a while. My name is Dr. Leonard Hatfield. I'm a doctor of medicine and astrophysics. I reached out across the stars with my communication beacon and apparently caught the interest of the Grey, which resulted in us being teleported to their vessel and...
Boring! All right, so, Dr. Hatfield, you've got some skill that could be exploited. We'll take you to the lab for later. Well, let's see who... Whoa! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, honey, I mean you. Oh, yeah, wow, we already know what we're going to do here. Yes, you're going right to the harem. Don't worry, the ladies will get you all outfitted, and I'll be visiting you tonight.
But you didn't even ask my name. You just take me like I'm some part of your collection.
You are a part of my collection, you stupid bitch. Now, all right, listen. Okay, what's your name? And what did you do for a living?
Well, my name is Flair Gorgon, and okay, I started out as a stripper, and then I got into porn, and I'm a sex worker, but I see it as art, and
sex worker? Well, then I don't see what the problem is. I tell you, you bitches, you just want to bitch. You know, if I whip you with a brand new whip, you'd still bitch.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, you'll fit in fine. Don't worry about it, honey. And as far as art goes, well, you got a brand new canvas. Hey! All right, finally we come to this hairy thing, you know? You know what? I've got it. You'll be great for the games in the pit.
Games? I mean, yeah, Spot's pretty good with fetch, but yeah, that's about it.
Well, I don't know what fetch is, but he'd better be good at killing, otherwise he'll get killed and eaten and turned into reptile poo from one of those monsters in the gladiatorial contests within the pit.
Oh, man, come on. You can't do that to my dog.
I'll do whatever I want, Stargon, as I am Lord Fang. And if you don't learn to zip it, I'll throw you into the pit, too.
No, Daddy, please don't throw him into the pit. I want him for myself.
All right, honey, all right. Well, fortune is smiling upon you, Stargon. Your life shall be spared, as my daughter, the Lady Loda, wants you for her personal concubine.
Yeah, so anyway, as you could ascertain, it was literally a case of out of the frying pan into the fire.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't so bad. I mean, at least, you were going to get to bang some, alien princess or whatever she was.
Yeah, well, you see, that's where you mess up, because you didn't know what she was. Well, let me tell you what she was. She was a 500-pound sack of shit. Oh, no. Will Bubba and his friends suffer a fate worse than death? Well, you'll just have to find out in the next exciting episode of Bubba Stargon and the Uranus Patrol.
Bubba Stargon and the Uranus Patrol is written and performed by me, Douglas Nelson, with music provided by Kevin MacLeod and other public domain sources. This is a Nailsin News Bulletin. Naked woman arrested after standoff. Hello, I'm Mr. Nailsin. Responding to multiple 911 calls about a naked woman walking around and jumping in and out of vehicles at a car dealership, Minnesota cops discovered a nude 35-year-old suspect pleasuring herself while splayed across the floor of a pickup truck. Police dispatchers were initially told that the naked woman was sitting alone inside a Pontiac SUV, and that she looked happy and did not appear to be hurt, but appeared to be possibly under the influence. When cops arrived on the scene in Mankato, a city 80 miles from Minneapolis, the Pontiac was found running with its driver's side door open. But the vehicle was empty. Nearby, officers spotted a Chevrolet Silverado with its rear driver's side door open. They also noticed feet sticking out of the door. Upon approaching the SUV, a patrolman spotted Jennifer Dort Weber, 35, lying across the floor of the second row. The naked Weber was on her back, feet in the air, digitally penetrating herself. Cops say Weber was making nonsensical comments and said she thought she was in St. Petersburg, Florida. Asked what brought her to the Mankato area, Weber replied, "To please the boys." Investigators noted that Weber continued to masturbate as she spoke with the officers. Over the next hour, police, who had summoned an EMS crew, tried to coax Weber out of the SUV. Throughout this time, Weber was making nonsensical statements and continued to masturbate. Finally, after prolonged negotiations, Weber exited the SUV and was taken into custody and transported to a local hospital. Police say they recovered methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia following the conclusion of the standoff. The SUV's owner told police that his vehicle was being serviced and that Weber did not have permission to enter the Chevy. Weber was subsequently booked into the county jail for indecent exposure, narcotics possession, DWI, and entering a vehicle without the owner's permission, all of which are misdemeanors. Weber, whose residence is listed as a home in Arlington, a city 40 miles from Mankato, was released from the Blue Earth County lockup after several days in custody. It's funny she mentioned Florida because this sounds like a Florida story. This has been a Nailsin News Bulletin.
So I watched Sons of Sam.
Oh, yeah.
The Netflix.
Of course, there was only one,
which is
but
more about
where's it?
a journalist's obsession with his belief of what the real story was, and that there were multiple killers, and that it was ultimately a ginormous conspiracy.
No doubt.
Of a satanic cult.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, there are these discrepancies within the case that doesn't seem to line up with all the details of Berkowitz, David Berkowitz being the killer.
Well, there's always those things.
And I had sort of forgotten about this. When I watching it, and I realized, I've seen this because he got to interview Berkowitz years later while he was in lockup, and he had said that he wanted to confess and tell the whole story and all this sort of stuff. And yet, this was the big moment that this guy goes through.
Well,
becoming obsessed with this. And he's not alone. There's other people. As even one of the victims joins him in this. Yeah. And to this day doesn't believe that Berkowitz is the one that shot him.
Well,
and that there was more to it than this. But I mean, he stretches things beyond what it could be.
Exactly.
There were some scenarios that, there could have been some other guys involved with Berkowitz, and then he got involved with this weird group of people who believe in this stuff. There was certainly evidence of this type of things being played around with animals being sacrificed. And,
it was disgusting.
Little hovels.
Oh God, yes.
Around. And there have been satanic cults for
per se,
No
but they're
doubt.
usually
Oh,
just
yeah.
a bunch of weird, bored people who think it's magic and shit, and it's just another excuse to get laid with dumb new age hippie girls or whatever.
Well, the
And
hippie girls
that's
aren't
how
dumb.
that works out. you know?
Well, now you all laugh, but look
Yeah.
at the world today. I guarantee you there is a cult, and now they have risen to the echelons of power.
Oh, my God.
It's far beyond what it was back in the day.
Well, yeah, but Red, the series is interesting, and it
Yes.
is couched into this. The journalist's name was Maury Terry, and that he goes down deep into it.
Yep.
And to the point that there's no way that he can come back out of it.
No,
And
it's
if
all very
something didn't
sad.
confirm it, that what he believed to be true, then it was evidence of a cover up. It's this whole thing that
Yep, maybe
the fact
it
that I
was.
can't find any evidence is evidence of the cover up. And then this repeats itself. Now there's and weird things that he came
Damn
to, but I mean,
right.
good Lord, suddenly it's connected to the Manson family,
Well.
and all this stuff, and then there's this weird murder that happened.
That's right.
It was California, I can't remember. And then there is this sort of creepy extra postscript.
Oh,
if you will,
goddamn, that was
to the
scary.
series. And but it almost seems like perhaps in this instance, there appeared to be this satanic murder of this young woman.
There
in a
wasn't no
church.
appearance about
And
it.
it
What
turns out it was
was?
the security guard who had done it.
Yep.
And he commits suicide before the police arrest him. And then they find amongst his belongings Maury Terry's book, Ultimate Evil. which is
Yeah.
a book
Oh, man.
Yeah, but see,
is
he
all
was
his
influenced
research
by the
into
book.
this
See,
idea
round
that
and round
the
you
son
go.
of Sam Killings was part of this satanic cult.
Yeah.
That sent these guys out there to do it. There was supposed to be a snuff film of
Probably so.
Moskowitz of her killing.
Well, then where is
stuff like that.
It's been hidden.
But nothing really hard to relate to.
Oh,
And,
hell, there was a lot there. I mean, there was those, the Carr brothers, and, boy, they commit suicide before they could say nothing. I mean, or was it suicide? See, there, you don't know. And I mean, come on,
pretty
man.
sure it was.
He had the interview, Berkowitz
Oh, big
confirmed
deal.
it all.
Well, no, he really didn't.
Yeah, he did.
You watch the interview, and it's clear that all Berkowitz is doing is just agreeing with everything Maury Terry says. He
Well,
doesn't
it was
give
true
him
then.
anything. He just
What's
Maury
he supposed
Terry,
to say?
pursues this avenue and that, and Berkowitz says, "Yeah, that's right."
Yeah.
Berkowitz, he's been in prison a while. Supposedly, he was a born again Christian at this
Oh,
point.
please.
Wanted to make good and all that stuff, but basically, he just wanted the attention and have something else other than just being in prison every day. you
Oh,
know?
come on now.
So fine, he'll sit down, do interviews, and talk
Yeah.
to this guy.
That's right.
But he didn't give him anything. He just nodded his head at whatever Maury Terry said. So it was
Well,
clearly obvious,
he's just
classic
agreeing with it.
leading interview there, and that's all
Well.
it had. But Maury Terry was so deep into this.
Oh, yeah,
as I
it's sad.
And so it is this, exploration of this man's psyche as it
yeah,
broke
okay,
him,
he's
crippled him.
crazy.
It's all
Uh-huh.
very sad. He becomes physically ill and eventually dies. His marriage falls apart. Even the people that he teamed up with, he started turning on them and stuff like that.
Well, it's
and
getting
so
frustrating.
it is more of a journey of obsession than the actual murders or the event itself. The first episode deals with the initial murders, and the rest of it is him tracking down, trying to find clues with this. Yes, to be sure, there's some discrepancies
That's
and
right.
whatnot, and there's some bit of shenanigans with the NYPD.
Oh,
and they're
yeah.
just wanting to hurry up and wrap up the case because
there you go. Defund the police.
for them.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, no.
political careers
Damn it.
were on the line and all this type of stuff. But I don't think there's anything there that really conclusively proves that there's this super duper satanic cult.
Oh, man.
That
Oh, you're so wrong.
took time to be involved in a few serial killings.
I mean,
in New
really,
York
doesn't
City.
say there better things to do.
And that,
No,
so then, I mean,
he's
after a
Satan.
while,
He
well,
was
all
what
the
he
serial
does.
killings
And
were
murder's
connected
evil.
with Satanists for whatever reason. To have sacrifices
Yeah.
to Satan, I don't know.
That's what it is.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of aspects for Berkowitz did fit, and then
That's right.
his obsession with the dog Sam.
Oh, come on now.
stuff.
You'll believe that,
That's
but you
about
won't
it.
believe the cult. Gotcha.
But it is it's a fascinating take on just for that alone, with more of the subject being Maury Terry.